Hello everyone, welcome back to giving Pokemon teams to Marvel characters. We're back with the Sinister Six this week to celebrate the release of Spider-Man No Way Home. So let's just get into it. First up is Dr. Octopus, or Doc Ock for short. Octillery and Grapple-Oct, first of all, I hope are obvious. They're the two octopus Pokemon. So I felt like that fit. Tentacruel, Amistar, and Toxapex are all there kind of just because they have tentacles. I know Toxapex is like a starfish, and I was kind of thinking of like how it walks around on its different limbs. Kind of reminded me of how he walks around on his arms, but there's really not great reasons for these guys except that they're tentacled. His ace, in my opinion, would be Mega Metagross. It's smart, just like him. It has 4 big metal arms coming out of its side, but it technically has 8 limbs total because it has 4 more arm legs in the back. So, yeah, I totally think Metagross fits as his ace. Some will say it should be Octillery. I think it would be Metagross. Anyway, that is the team for Doc Ock. Next up is Green Goblin. First of all, Gourgeist is a pumpkin, and it's a reference to his pumpkin bombs. I don't know if Gourgeist can naturally learn Explosion, but I still feel like his would have Explosion, or one of the blowing up moves. He has his Sableye, which kind of resembles a goblin. It is probably partly based on one. I know it has other inspirations, but I feel like it's also partly a bit of a goblin. And most of the time when I see people give him a Sableye, they give him the shiny version because it's greenish. And I know in my last video I did give some people a shiny Pokemon if it resembled their coloring, but I feel like it's barely green, it's mostly yellow, and purple is another one of his colors. Crobat is there as a reference to those little razor bat devices he has. Remember those where it's like a little bat device, but with like blades for wings? Grimmsnarl and Shiftry are there once again, just because they kind of resemble goblins. And last of all, Dragapult, because it resembles his glider. It shoots out missiles. And I put Sableye on top of Dragapult's head because I thought it looked funny, like he was riding alongside him. Anyway, that is the team for Green Goblin. Next up is Electro. I feel like his ace would be Rotom because it's actually made out of electricity. Like he is at least in the original The Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know if he's still made out of electricity, but also Rotom can possess devices, and if you remember The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I know it's hard, just try. Electro also traveled through power sockets. Next up, Electros. Once again, this Pokemon is kind of specific to this version of Electro, as he got his powers by falling into a tank of electric eels. Toxtricity is there for 2 reasons. Firstly, it has exposed electricity, just like he does. I believe it and Rotom are the only Pokemon with exposed electricity. Do not quote me on that. But also, if you remember in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, there was that scene where he was like flying around making music by bumping into things. It was very weird, but I mean, Toxtricity is kind of a reference to that. Zebstrika is kind of just there as a random electric type I chose because it has thunderbolts on its head, just like he has a thunder mask in this. Luxray is there because it's one of the few blue electric types, and I feel like he should have some blue electric types because he used to be blue. And last of all, Mega Manectric. It's like 50% yellow, 50% blue. It's actually shaped like a lightning bolt. I think it's perfect for him. Anyway, that is the team for Electro. Sandman's team was easy. They're the 6 sand Pokemon. Sandslash, Palisand, Sandy Cloak Wormadam, Hippowdon, Crocodile, and Sandaconda. Crocodile might stick out a bit, as the others all have sand in their name, or they're like have sand as part of their bodies. But Crocodile is the final evolution of Sandile, and it's also based on a thief, and he was a thief before he became Sandman. And also it kind of resembles his famous striped shirt, so I think that's cool. But Sandslash, Palisand, who Palisand would be his ace, by the way, Gigantamax Sandaconda, Sandy Cloak Wormadam, and Hippowdon are just there because sand. Also, I know maybe Sandslash shouldn't count, but I don't care. Anyway, that is the team for Sandman. Next up is the Lizard from the first Amazing Spider-Man. For his team, I kind of wanted to reference his main goal. His original goal is just to find a way using lizard DNA to regrow his arm. So Megaceptile fits great because it's a Pokemon that's based on that concept. It fires off its tail like a missile. Slowking's there because it's very smart, just like he was before he became the lizard. But also Slowpoke are said to be able to regrow their tail. Both Marini, so I gave him Toxapex, and Staryu, so I gave him Starmie, are said to be able to regrow their arms because they're based on starfish, so that's why they are there. Appleton, I inferred that it's able to regrow its skin because its Pokedex mentions that the skin flaps on its back that make it resemble a pie or an apple turnover, children like to rip those off and eat it, so I assume they can regrow, but that's kind of just a guess. Last of all, the cell Pokemon, Reuniclus, because he's trying to work on cell replication. So yeah, I think this team makes sense. That is the team for Lizard. Now, as mentioned in my last video, I was going to assume who the last member is going to be. I think it's going to be Venom. Spoilers for Venom, Let There Be Carnage coming up. If you saw that post-credit scene, you know Venom's in the MCU now at least. So I feel like the villains are just going to lie to him and say Spider-Man's the villain, he's going to join up against them. People are saying other things like Kingpin or Hobgoblin, but I really think it's going to be Venom. I won't be terribly disappointed if he's not in the movie, but he's going to be my guess for the final member. Anyway, for his team, first of all, Nihilego is an alien parasite, just like him. It attaches to people's heads like Lusamine, and even when it attached to Lusamine's head, it turned black. So, it works. Licky Licky is there because it's said to be able to numb people by licking them with its super long tongue. Venom likes to lick people too, it's very weird. Galarian Slowking is there because Shieldar acts like a parasite, taking over its main body. He's basically a parasite too. Same reason for Parasect. The mushroom is the Pokemon, not the bug. The mushroom's completely taken over. And last of all is Dusknoir, who likes to eat other Pokemon by sucking out their souls. He also eats people. Oh, and I skipped over Gengar, who also likes to lick things with its gaseous tongue. So it's like a poisonous licker. He's a poisonous licker. Yeah, anyway, that is the team for Venom. Well, everyone, I just want to say thank you for watching. Here's some art I made of all of the Sinister Six members, except for Lizard, because how am I supposed to make Sceptile look more like a lizard? Make their aces look like them. Obviously, Palisand didn't change much either. I just gave its rocks the classic Sandman greens. Anyway, usually I am active in the comments, but I'm going to post this early Thursday morning and stay off YouTube the rest of the day because I don't want to get No Way Home spoiled, but I'm not seeing it until Saturday. I do ask that even if I'm not here, keep spoilers out of the comments. Just don't. I'm saying this now. If you hear me say this and you do it anyway, I might block you. It's not nice, guys. Don't do it. Thank you for watching, and, yeah.